Good day, Project Homegrowers. This is Stefan Diedrichs and you are watching Project Homegrown, where we do DIY backyard commercial aquaponics and doing everything in every unconventional way that isn't normally the norm, but that's how we learn and this is how we use our creativity. So within the next 2 days we will be stocking our first trout fingerlings. We will be stocking 4-inch and 7-inch trout, and they will be delivering on Wednesday. So before Wednesday we just want to go through the whole system and just make sure that everything is ready the way it's supposed to be, just so that we can make sure that our fish stay alive. So let me quickly take you through the system and show you the work that we still need to finish up with before the delivery, and let's get to it. So currently we are running our water circulation pump on a 15-minute on, 15 minutes off. I'm just gonna bypass that for now and we are going to switch over to the pump running permanently now. We have 40,000 liter per minute water pump. Pardon the noise, it's the blower and then also the fish tank. We've got a 40,000 per liter water pump right over here, running through 2 sand filters that draws its water from our sump tank. The sump tank can hold roughly 7,000 liters, and that there is the drain back from the fish tank, the filters, and also from the grow beds. This pipe here with the small stream of water comes from our K1 IBCs with 1,000 liters of K1 media, and then the other pipe is the standpipe that sucks up the water into our pump over here. And then this is our back, what does that pipe do? I can't remember now. Oh. In here we supply under pressure 2 hoses that trickle feed some water from the sump through the 500 liters K1 media in our mineralization tank 1 and 2, 500 liters of K1 media in each, and then we clean out the water back through our first filter into our second filter, and then this drains back to our sump tank to supplement our nutrients in the fish tanks, not the fish tanks, the grow beds. We've got 145 cubic meters air blower that supplies our air all the way to the fish tanks, and then also we tee down into each grow bed where we aerate our water with Matala arrows, and we've decided on the deep water culture system. There is there's 65 holes per sheet of polystyrene for our Swiss chart. That's a spacing of 20 centimeters in between, and one raft is 1.5 meters by 1 meter. This is our first lettuce seedlings. some strawberry plants. This whole bed will end up being only lettuce, and this full bed over here we will be growing Swiss chard, specifically rainbow Swiss chard, the regular green or silver one, and then also the yellow and the red. This here originally was going to be a media bed. We might still turn it into a media bed. I'm just covering it up to prevent algae from forming in our system. And this will be a different type of bed where we will be testing tomatoes and vining crops like cucumbers. For now, I'm just floating some of my seedling trays directly in here and germinating from there. It's not the correct way, but I did not have our seedling shelf over there finished yet, which is finished now. So next round of seedlings I'll be doing in there. This is another one that potentially would be a media bed, but also it's just covered up right now. I might end up using it as just as deep water culture for now. I have an air leak at this point going into our grow bed that I need to fill up. The pipe here tore. It's not the right diameter pipe for the fitting that I used. I'll have to fix that today. And then also we have to change up our nipples for the aeration so that each air stone runs off its own nozzle instead of being split in two, which is currently done through a T-fitting that breaks up the air. We've got 6 4,500 liter fish tanks that will all hold roughly 200 trout. I'm not sure about the stocking densities. It's more than 80 liters per fish, so I'm figuring all should be good. Our first stage filtration directly out of the fish tanks, a bit of a swirl filter, just catching most of the initial sediments, and then we can drain out the solids out the bottom through the pipe under pressure. I drain it back into the biofilter beds where the K1 media is in. I've got 4 air stones and 1.5 meter of Matala air hose diffusing inside each fish tank. And then after our first stage filtration directly from the fish tanks, I drop my water into this cut up IBC where I made panels from PVC tubing, lined it with shade net, and then in between we've also got shade net for particle filtration. We drain via overflow after all the water is filtered through the screens out that end, and then our water drains out through that pipe down all the way back to the sump. Here we've got some radish seedlings started. They